For some reason, my teachers never assigned me these pieces, but I happened to find Songs Without Words by Mendelssohn really, really beautiful. And I wanted to introduce you to this very first one, Opus 19, number 1. If you are kind of like an elementary, intermediate student, and you take a look at it and like you see all these black notes on the page, it's pretty thick with ink, so you could be overwhelmed by it. So I want to guide you through it so that you can approach the piece with clarity and not waste any time. So I'm just going to talk about this first page and guide you through how I would instruct my students to learn it. It's definitely not all the way through, note by note, from the beginning to the end. I would call it the skeleton approach. Okay, so let's first take a look at the key and the meter. Those things are what apply to the entire piece. So in order to get the feeling for what the piece is like, I would first listen to it with the score. Whenever you approach a piece of music, notice what apply to the whole piece. That's your tempo marking, your meter, and your key signature at the least. And then the next step is to get your fingers ready, at the least play through just one octave scale and arpeggio, just to warm yourself up. Notice the texture, okay? So it's pretty uniform texture. Andante con moto, so it's not going to be very fast. And it's in 4/4, so I would start conducting this in 4. So maybe andante means walking tempo, con moto means with a little movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can walk it out, you can sing it, you can tap it, but I like conducting it because you really feel the downbeats and upbeats. So after you kind of establish your beat, your pulse, you can take a look at the texture. How many voices is it in? You can say there is this melody. If you listen to the music, then you can definitely hear this beautiful melody at the top, played with your right hand, right? And then you have these flurries or the harmonic fillers that just keeps going in this alto range, right? I'm sorry, those are all in the same color. That's not really helpful, but I hope that you are able to see this texture. Also, in addition to your melody and your harmonic fillers, really important is your bass line. So in the left hand, in the very, very lowest voice, you have these notes played in the lowest sound, lowest voice, right? So this is in 3 voices, melody, and then the bass, and then in the middle, there are these harmonic fillers. So that's how I want you to think of it, 3 different voices all the way through. Uniform movement, right? Like right hand, that's the soprano, and the bass, and then the alto fillers. So that's what's going on in the music. And then the next thing I would do is to play through the melodic line. Easy enough, right? Because it's just single notes and moving mostly in these stepwise motion. So you can play with whatever finger that comes. You can even leave out those ornaments. Right. That's basically the first phrase. Let me do it again. And while you're doing it, either conduct or at least to think your pulse, your beats while you're playing it. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. After you're done with that, play through the left hand's melody, which also if you notice my red line over here, it's some kind of scale, right? And then it changes, right? And then you could try to play those with the fingering that's given to you. When you're learning a piece of music for the first time, especially as a beginner, fingering is your strategy. Do not ignore your fingering. Adhere to all the fingering that's given to you on the music. Whatever addition you have, just adhere to it like it's your notes and rhythms. Okay, so the next thing, you learn the right hand and you learn the left hand, and the next thing you would do is to put the hands together, your bass with your melodic line. So you're going to play, ignore everything that goes in between, all the busy notes, all the 16th notes. We're just playing the skeleton. So you would have to try that a couple more times to get used to it. Let me do it again. Right? You already have the music. You're already playing the music, and now you just have to fill it in with the 16th notes. So at this point, you can notice that, Mendelssohn wants you to play, or whoever edited this wants you to play 2 notes in the left hand and then 2 notes in the right hand, right? You see, you can see that these are, because you're holding onto these 2 notes in the right hand and then the left hand, the inner voice is split into 2. So 2 notes in the left hand, and then 2 notes in the right hand. Right? Okay, so then you can slowly try to read it, and you can read it as slowly as you need to, but try to keep it in time, meaning like you don't slow down, you're not speeding up when it's easy for you. Just keep it in tempo, however slowly you need to play it. So you can set a metronome, or you can just count it in yourself. Treat this, I say this to my students all the time, don't practice sight reading all separate from the pieces. Treat every single new piece as a sight reading exercise. And I have 3 mantras for sight reading. 1, let's see if I can remember them. 1 is to stay calm. Okay, like don't try to over focus. You want to have like a floodlight instead of flashlight. You let your brain be at a calm state where you're not really threatened by anything. It's okay to miss notes. Just stay calm. That's the first thing. The second thing is to always look ahead of where your fingers are. Don't be stuck where your fingers are. You need to look ahead so that you can prepare for what's to come. The third thing is to look at the music and not your hands. Because if you're reading something for the first time, you need that visual information in order to play. So your fingers will develop, GPS as you get more and more experienced in piano. But for now, you try to look at the music instead of your hands as much as possible. And the last thing is to not to judge. Don't get frustrated. Just keep going and just observe. We're going to now play the 16th notes as though we're sight reading, and we're going to try the same phrase. So, and then from here, so a lot of students will just be, at this point, will be just reading note by note. If you are more of a elementary student. And those of you who have a little bit more experience with the harmony and you have a little bit of theoretical knowledge, that you would know that all these notes played together mean something to you, right? You don't have to name the harmony, but that makes a chord, and then the next 4 notes, that makes a chord. So you might want to play all of these notes at the same time and feel the harmonic motion. I lost where I am. Oh, here. And again, it's really important to do this in time without like speeding up when it's easy and slowing down when it's really hard. Keep a metronome by your side and it's ticking while you're playing. It doesn't matter how slowly you play it, just to keep going in one tempo and be able to do this in one tempo while you are counting. And try to feel these 4 notes as a group. We're going to try to play these as quietly as possible. Okay, so once you're comfortable with that, then we start combining voices. Combine the bass notes with the fillers. So I would go something like and you might not be fluent in the beginning. You just know that you can play this as slowly as you need to. As long as you are in time, that's okay. Ultimately, what I want you to do is to be able to feel the flow of the music instead of just prioritizing what notes you're playing. That's the biggest fault, that's the biggest mistake a lot of beginners make. They prioritize notes over everything else, so the pulse has gone out the window, the harmony, and there is no fluidity. Once they learn it, note by note by note, there is no fluidity in how they are playing it. There's no phrasing, there is no harmonic motion. So this approach, I would like to call it the skeleton approach, where you are separating the voices and then feeling the beats in time first before filling everything in. This approach prioritizes, it's more a musical approach because you are prioritizing the musical flow. So after you are done, so I just took the first phrase and guided you through how to learn a 3-part voice texture using my skeleton or outline approach. Instead of learning every single note from the beginning to the end without the musical context, get the musical context first, prepare yourself with the scales and arpeggios that you already know, and then try this outline approach where you are playing just the melody, just the bass, just the harmonic fillers, and then putting the voices together. So this outline approach won't work for every piece that you learn, but whenever you have a melody plus accompaniment or 3-voice texture with harmonic fillers, bass, and melody, instead of learning it straight through note by note without the flow, try the outline approach, and it makes the final results so much more musical, and you can learn it with much less frustration. I hope this video was helpful to you, and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. And I have a small announcement to make. Behind the scenes, I've been kind of working hard setting up a community called the Self-Guided Pianist. I'll link it in the description below. Go check it out. It's quite new. I envision this as a community of self-guided pianists offering encouragement, feedback, and where they can have discussion about piano repertoire, about their passion for music. And right now, I'm so excited about it that if you ask any question, I'll respond to it within minutes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!